Hey friends, welcome to my video. Thanks for clicking on my thumbnail. Glad you're here with I Team. Now, today, friends, we are here for the news. Yes, that is right. I am actually a little bit late on this, my bad, but we are here. We're here to catch up on everything that's been happening in the realm of K-pop by catching up with the K-pop Junkee video. The latest one he just dropped, he put out a video. NCT Taeyong home address leak. Didn't see about this. Yeri calls out rude fan. Didn't see that, but I did see a light stick explode. That might be the funny clip at the end of the video. I don't know. We'll see. And then 50-50 accusation. I have no idea what's been happening, but Cupid's fun. So let's just check it out before we get into it. Obviously, make sure that you like the video to support K-pop Junkee because he keeps me informed on all the news, and I really like his videos. So with all that being said and all that out of the way, let's just check it out. 3, 2, 1, click play.
It's the end of the week. Let's get into everything that has happened in the K-pop world that you might have missed and detail the things you might have already heard, like NCT Taeyong's address being leaked on a live call.
I actually didn't hear about this. I don't know how.
SM Entertainment firmly threatened strict legal punishment against any kind of privacy invasion involving their artists after everything that was happening to NCT specifically, especially Haechan's family home getting broken into. Well, it doesn't look like the warning was taken very seriously. There's allegedly a Sasang film video circulating of Mark chasing a taxi after the ride got stolen from him, presumably by people either trying to figure out where he was going or where his home was. The other incident was a Sasang calling Taeyong and putting it live on Twitter Spaces, meaning anyone could have joined and listened. This person pretended to be a mail courier or something similar and misled Taeyong into revealing his address not only to them, but everyone who was listening. Apparently, the Sasang attempted the exact same thing with Jungwoo, and while we haven't heard from SM about
bro, it's just like you listen to this and you're just like, bro, there really do be clowns out there, bro. Like, there really do just be full-on circus clowns out there. Like, bro, like, don't you have anything better to do than, like, annoy people? Oh my goodness. And it's like, this is even worse than just annoying them. Like, you're literally just full-on invading their whole privacy, which you could see, it's definitely, at bare minimum, an annoyance. But on top of all that, like,
this yet, Taeyong did later let fans know that he's fine and not to worry too much. This continues to be a huge problem for K-pop artists. We literally saw in real time a Sasang calling TXT's Bamgyu at least 5 times during his live stream while abroad in a hotel. He wasn't even able to look at the fans' comments or play music on his phone, having to eventually switch devices and calling out these stalkers while doing so. Red Velvet's
Before we move on, see, I'm also a Moai. You can't just y'all, they're literally, I get it, I understand, I fully understand, you're obsessed, sort of, kind of, I kind of understand. Okay, don't get too obsessed, but like, be the biggest stan you can be. I get that, I understand, I love K-pop, okay? Being a fan of these people is so fun, the whole culture, everything about it, it's fun to partake in, it's fun to be a part of. I mean, fan wars are not the fun part of it. Don't fan war, you're weird. But like, being a fan of someone and supporting them and like, oh, they're coming back and checking out all the teasers and all this, yes, that's fun, I get it, but like, why are you trying to find out where they live and trying to like just call them all the time? They realistically, they like their fans. They do. They love their fans even. They have great love for their fans. Their fans allow them to be in the position they are in. We support them. We buy albums and things. We directly give them and their companies money, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean that they all of a sudden just want to just have talks with all of us, just one-on-one, like, hey, I'm going to call you on the phone and you're going to talk to me. Like, they're just not, like, stop thinking that. Like, they are you. If people always called you all the time, you probably wouldn't like it, okay? So don't call them all the time. Like, it's not that deep.
Called out a fan under her own post. Red Velvet are currently embarking on their tour, which saw Yeri upload some backstage photos after their Singapore show. A lot of it was of her hairstyle that she wanted to show off from
that's really cool. I like that, with like the bows for her hair. Wait, that's cute. I like that.
Night. The stylist that presumably helped Yeri in the photos even commented how cute she was, only for someone to respond to the stylist saying the hairstyle is, quote, so ugly. Yeri noticed the comment and immediately responded saying, I think you should be more gentle before you comment. Someone could be hurt. Thank you.
Hold on, maybe we're not looking at the same thing real quick. Where is ugly? I'm not seeing it. That looks pretty cute to me. Like, hold on. Hey yo, I'm not gonna even say your name, but like, you're tripping, bro.
Her style is, quote,
so
ugly. Yeri noticed the comment and immediately responded saying, I think you should be more gentle before you comment. Someone could be hurt. thank you. She followed up later on saying she just wanted a bit of respect toward her staff members who work so hard for her. Although she eventually said she deleted the comment because she didn't want to cause fights and hopes everyone can just find peace and love toward one another. But now we go from idols calling people out to an idol group themselves getting called out. We've talked about 50/50 so many times recently because their music, particularly their newest song Cupid, breaking so many records, going viral.
I know, I love Cupid, bro. It's actually grown on me too much. Like when I first heard it, again, I liked the song and it's just continued to grow and grow and grow. I can't get that song out of my head, but go stream Lovin' Me, please. That song is amazing.
On TikTok, still climbing up the charts as we speak, and just recently signing to Warner Records, who want to further amplify the success of that song and more internationally. Well, this is the first time we're mentioning the group within the more serious topics because a Turkish singer recently took to his social media pointing out how similar Cupid sounds to a song he released 4 years ago. While transitioning between the songs, he claims that the producer of Cupid plagiarized his song without proper credit or recognition to
that could have happened. I'm not gonna deny it. I'm also not gonna sit here and act like Cupid is the most musically complex song ever. Okay, it's essentially the same four chords looped the whole song. Okay, it's pop music. It's not really that like intricate, and a lot of times in this whole pop music plagiarism thing that people be getting deep into and people start really caring about, it's like pop music's not that difficult sometimes. It's kind of just music to make us happy. I'm not one to say you should be allowed to plagiarize anything. I'm not saying you should plagiarize and all this. That's not what I'm getting at. I'm not trying to defend plagiarism. I'm just saying I need to hear it because a lot of times some people will be making these crazy accusations. Ooh, you stole my song, and then a bunch of people will latch onto it and just agree all of a sudden. And all this people will be hyping up like this is clearly plagiarized. And then I sit down personally, maybe it's just my opinion again, but I'll listen to it and I'll be like, bro, this is a 4-chord pop song. What do you mean it was plagiarized? Yeah, but the melody is similar. Yeah, because they're using notes within the scale so that it doesn't sound bad. Of course the melody's going to be similar. Do you know how many songs I could bring up right now that I would tell you sound similar? And then if I was the producer of one of them, I could probably try to file a thing and be like, oh, you plagiarized me. Like, no, I'm not saying Cupid is been done thousands of times. It's not like your typical E minor C G D chord progression, but like it's still like not anything too crazy. But I don't want to come for this guy.
4 years ago. While transitioning between the songs, he claims that the producer of Cupid plagiarized his song without proper credit or recognition to the original track. This got enough attention for 50/50's label to come out, stating that they're currently confirming the facts with the song's producer, who lives overseas and will follow up soon. And while we're talking about rookie groups, let's talk about this.
Maybe that'll be the follow up in the next video. We'll see. I'll have to get a follow up on that. Maybe in my own time I'll go check out the 2 songs. We'll see. But like, hey.
And we'll follow up soon. And while we're talking about rookie groups, let's talk about this crazy story that could affect the future of Mimi Rose. Legendary singer.
What happened? Wait, what happened? What happened to Mimi Rose?
This crazy story that could affect the future of
Hold
Mimi
up.
Rose. Legendary singer Im Chang-jung and CEO of Mimi Rose's company was recently accused of stock manipulation, but has now responded claiming he's the victim and was scammed, resulting in almost $4.5 million in debt. He essentially trusted and left his identification with the scammers, who used his credit to borrow more money from the bank than he initially invested.
Okay, well, either way. Bro, if you were in hot water, what you doing debuting a girl group? Whatever.
Who used his credit to borrow more money from the bank than he initially invested. Along with this explanation, he also says he needs to promote his girl group, but now has no money to do so. The company was even planning a global audition in which the winner would receive a cash prize of about $75,000. Obviously, that has been scrapped. However, somehow, Mimi Rose will...
I mean, it seems like it will. I mean, but like, I really liked their debut album. And the song Lulu is a slapper. Go listen to that song. Has one of the best girl group raps you've heard in the last 20 years.
Obviously, that has been scrapped. However, somehow, Mimi Rose will continue their comeback plans, as they've already completed 70% of it, but will now be pushed to July. I really hope we see them, because I'd hate their careers to be ruined by something they had no control over. Let's also talk about other idols we hope to see soon. but when they're ready. We talked about Vivi's still attending the Weebridge Festival in Vegas last week, despite everything they were going through, especially Shinbi, who did have to step off the stage for a brief moment during their performance there. Well, it has now been announced that due to their poor health conditions, Vivi's has now cancelled their upcoming schedule. We also talked about Joy stepping away mid-concert last week because she wasn't feeling well, yet still sang the encore from backstage for the fans who came.
That was actually pretty cool though.
Well, SM has now officially informed us that Joy will take a temporary hiatus due to her health issues. I feel bad
get better,
for
Joy.
fans who are going to the upcoming shows.
Yo, I just, speaking of Red Velvet, okay, there's this clip, I don't know if it's going to be in this video, but it was this clip that was going around that was on my homepage like yesterday. They were at one of their concerts and they like, I forget who it was it Sogi? Sogi, Windy, someone hit a high note. Someone was singing, you know, they can all sing. And then one of the light sticks just exploded. And everyone was like, ooh, the light stick exploded because of the high note. I don't know if that was it or if they were shaking it too much or if it was already, you know, defected and kind of cracked. But I just unboxed and filmed one of my light stick unboxings for, I just finally, in 2023, got my Red Velvet light stick. I've been meaning to get one of those for a long time. Finally got it, right? And I'm like, okay. Oh, mine don't break. What a banger. Howdy else saw it. Howdy else saw it. Hit your high note, Wendy. Yeah. Okay, but to be fair, she did the whole motion, and it could have like snapped, and then, you know, I'm just saying it could have been cracked, or a lot of things could have happened for that time. But like, we're just gonna say she hit a high note and it slightly cracked, and then when we shook it with the violent force, it exploded. Because we're the best vocalist out there. Facts. It's okay. Next time when I'm watching Red Velvet's comeback and the high note's about to come on, I'll turn the volume down so my light stick doesn't explode.
It is due to her health issues. I feel bad for fans who are going to the upcoming shows, but at the same time, also want Joy to rest and recover.
But yeah, I want Joy to get better.
Due to Winter's poor physical condition at the moment, she'll have to sit out during aespa's next 2 concerts in Japan.
Why is everyone doing... What's going on over at SM? Can the artists get some rest, please?
During aespa's next 2 concerts in Japan. This is really close to their comeback that is happening less than 2 weeks from now. SM also had to announce that
doing a pre-release in a few days too.
Would not be participating in their concert in Manila.
Yo, SM! Nah, actually, I know there's been a lot of stuff happening over at SM, like at the higher up levels, and maybe the companies in hot water or whatever. But like overworking your artist just to try to make your company stay afloat is probably not the solution. So hey, you know, I'm just saying, this seems like a lot of SM artists
participating in their concert in Manila and Singapore as he's experiencing heavy cold symptoms and aches. Unfortunately, it doesn't stop there because Extraordinary Heroes Junhan announced his temporary hiatus after being diagnosed with enteritis, which is apparently an intestinal issue. Kingdom's Arthur will also be gone for a while as his health took a turn for the worse. Finally, we probably won't be for a while.
Arthur! Yo, I need all these people to get better. Like, I'm just wishing good health on everybody, bro. I don't care. I'm just trying to see people thriving.
For the worse. Finally, we probably won't be seeing BAE173's Do-hyun, also former X1 member, as he has now filed a lawsuit against his company to terminate his contract due to differing views on how the company fulfilled their contractual obligations. But as always, this week was
what happened? He was my favorite member. Wait, when did this happen?
As he has now filed a lawsuit against his company to terminate his contract due to differing views on how the company fulfilled their contractual obligations.
Well, I wouldn't know what that means, but I know every album they've had so far, he's had a song where he just goes crazy rapping. That's my guy. So I don't know. I like his rapping. I didn't really know him that much before BAE173. And then I found out he was famous before then, and I kind of was like, oh, I like this group. They make some pretty cool music, and I like his rapping, and, well, I'll still support him probably. I don't know.
But as always, we'll see. This week was also filled with so much positive to celebrate in the K-pop
I'll probably
world
still check out BAE173
Congrats to NCT DOJAEJUNG, who just took home their first music
Let's
show
go,
win as a unit, and to highlight Ki Kwang earning his first ever solo music show win with his song Predator. IST Entertainment have confirmed that besides Eunji, the other 4 members of APINK have decided not to renew their contracts with the company. Hold on. The reason I'm putting this in the positive section is because thankfully the company and the girls have reiterated that they will still be continuing their activities as a group and are not.
I really don't know what's been happening over at IST, bro. I swear, ever since they transitioned from Play-M to IST, there's been all sorts of stuff happening. Granted, that company has just gone through it throughout its history, all the different names of the company, all the different everything. I watched a video about the backstory of that company, and I'm just like, whoa, that company's been through a lot. But I swear, ever since it turned into IST, I've just been like not the biggest fan of a lot of the decisions they've made with a lot of their artists. But either way, hey, APINK's still gonna be APINK, and the music was still slapping. I really like the most recent APINK album. D&D is so good. Bro, Me, Myself, and I is like one of the best songs of the year. Go listen to it, please.
And I mean, 12 years into their careers at this point, APINK focusing on individual activities and then coming back here and there is something we're already used to anyway. However, a group we didn't think we'd see together again is Brave Girls, but it has been announced that the 4 girls will be returning as a full group with Warner Music Korea. Now, because they're no longer under Brave Entertainment and Brave Brothers, they'll probably promote under a different name. Regardless, summer 2023 is now gonna be that much better. Basically, another resurgence for these girls.
So basically, Brave Girls are gonna come through, or whatever their name's gonna be, and drop another song of the summer like they always do, and it's gonna be amazing. Let's go!
There's so many exciting releases.
Oh, all right. Let's look at the songs. All right, some good songs from this week. Ooh. I heard that TTM song. That song was fire. Shung, obviously. Really good.
The last video, iKON's pre-release ahead of
there been some good music this week. Go listen to all this music.
And how can we not mention the solo comeback of
absolutely
Taeyong,
iconic,
featuring none other than Blackpink's Lisa herself. We've previously mentioned 17's comeback.
Absolutely historic. I love this album.
None other than Blackpink's Lisa herself. We've previously mentioned 17's comeback, whose latest album tallied over 4 million sales. That's crazy. Breaking records. The only one to achieve that in less than a week, inevitably becoming the highest-selling album ever in its first week. BTS's SUGA, who just kicked off his solo tour and is no stranger to setting all-time records, now has the second highest first week sales of any solo artist in history.
My guy! Yoongi's my guy!
Tidbit, as the charts updated recently, congrats to ATEEZ for being the only group not from the big 4 companies and in the top 10 best.
Also my group! Let's go, boys! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Look, okay, my groups, okay, I really like everyone on this list, if I'm being honest. You know, I'm like, yeah, y'all make really good music. I'm a fan, right? But like, bro, to be an ATEEZ fan and see like them on a list with these companies and these artists is like, bro, that's crazy. I've only like in the last like 1.5, 2 years really become like a stan of ATEEZ, but I've really been supporting them basically since debut, and I've been listening to their music. Like, one of these days people are gonna realize like how talented they are. And I'm not gonna say they were ever really a super small group, but you know, I've just seen their growth and it's like, bro, wow, let's go.
Groups. Their success just continues to skyrocket, and I hope they keep riding this wave of momentum and success, as well as Son rides a dinosaur.
What? What? Yo, that was the news this week. A lot to catch up on, a lot to learn about. Okay, I mean, look, leaking people's home address, just don't do it. Really, just don't. I'll have to see in the future about that plagiarism thing. I'm gonna go. Actually, I might just go listen to the songs in a second on my own time. See, like, I mean, hey, I'm not gonna say it wasn't plagiarism, so I need to go give myself a little listen, educate my brain. All right, you got these 4 chords, right? It's not even the same 4 chords. Wait, hold on. Okay, no, it's fine. Let's run it. Let's give it a fair chance. I'm not having this. What do you mean? What do you mean they're the same? That's pretty good though. I'll give it to you. Like, I'm not gonna say the songs aren't similar, right? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, the songs aren't similar, right? Melodies were kind of similar. it's a similar song, but like, look, they're just songs that kind of, if I wanted to, like, bro, do you know how many songs I could say that are the same genre that I could be like, yeah, these are basically the same song? Like, I could find 2 songs, like, I get you 2 synthwave songs and be like, they're in the same key, they have the same chord progression, they have similar melodies, they're clearly the same song, they might as well have just plagiarized each other, like, what the heck, like...
News report reached out to a music professional to examine if the songs were plagiarized. They responded with, if you break it down, they are similar, but it is hard to say that it's...
A music professional, you know, I don't care. I'm not a music professional. I won't even act here and say that I am or whatever, but I'm just going to say, personally, I don't think they're plagiarized. I think they have similar sounds, and I think one blew up and one didn't. I mean, I'm sorry. It's also kind of strange that the song got as big as it did, and now you're coming out being like... But then again, I guess you wouldn't have heard it because you're probably not a K-pop person, and then it's like you didn't hear the song until it got really famous. You're like, wait, that kind of sounds like my song. So, like, whatever. But either way, hey, yeah. And yeah, like Yeri's hair was pretty cute. I don't know what that person was on about. Just all sorts of stuff. A lot of people seem to be like not in the best of health lately in K-pop. And so like really, I want them to just take their time that they need and just, you know, heal their bodies and, you know, just get some time off, especially at these companies. And SM, I'm looking at you, I guess, because that was a lot of artists. Like, what's going on? Can y'all like... let your artist take a little bit of a break. Hey, I don't know. I'm still happy. I'm still supporting everybody. It's just I want them to get some time off. I trust me. I'll still support them if you give. Just because they take some breaks doesn't mean I'm gonna fade away as a fan. Okay, like Blackpink, for example. I've been a fan of Blackpink all this time, and they have one comeback every 2 years, and I'm still a fan. So like, don't worry. I'm not saying I want my groups to take 2 years off, but a little bit more rest time can't hurt nobody. So with that being said, that's gonna do it for me today. I hope y'all enjoyed. Go support K-Pop Junkee, like his video, and give me a like if you enjoyed this video. But hey, friends, that's gonna do it for me today. Let's talk about this down below. If you have anything you want to talk about from this video, I'm down to talk with y'all. If you want to, you know, talk about this, expand on any of these points, if any of them have grown story-wise, he'll probably talk about it in the next video, but you know how it is. Anyways, with that being said, friends, I'm gonna get out of here, edit this video, and get it up for you. So, friends, I hope you, yes, you, have a good day, morning, or night, whatever time it is for you, and wherever you are in the world. With that being said, peace! Stay in K-Pop Junkee. Goodbye.